Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State threw down a marker in the battle against COVID-19 when he moved against a private helicopter leasing company for allegedly breaching the protocols. Incidentally, the numbers of COVID-19 patients in the state are still quite low. Now, to help us get an understanding of where exactly Rivers State is at the moment, we're now being joined from Port Harcourt, the state capital, by Paulinus Nsirim. Good to have you on the news at this time. Give us a clear picture of what the situation is. I mean, there is no, well, the cases are quite low compared to Lagos, FCT, or even Kano, that's now third place. Tell us the situation in Rivers, and especially that issue with the, private helicopter company.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to take the first leg of your question. Why is it low in Rivers State? And want to make this point that we have a visionary leader in the person of His Excellency Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, who did not wait for us to record an index case before he set up an interministerial committee to start public enlightenment and sensitization of the citizenry. And then on inauguration, the committee immediately began to engage all the major stakeholder groups in the state, telling them what they should look out for and the do's and don'ts within this period. So when we now had the index case in Rivers State, we had a populace that were already enlightened, and that has helped us tremendously. Again, the governor also has been setting the pace. He is the first governor to close land borders, sea borders, and air borders in the country, even though he was criticized by some armchair critics. He's been vindicated now because other states are following suit. Okay,
we do understand that, but tell us some of those things that are following suit, especially the issue of palliatives for the poorest of the poor. There's been allegations of not enough going round, and it's not even going to the places that it should get to. Some level of inequity in the distribution. Speak to that, please.
Well, thank you very much. The palliative committee, headed by Ambassador Desmond Akawo, a seasoned diplomat, set up an agenda based on the directive of His Excellency to cater for the aged, the widows, the youth, and the vulnerable. And of course, that assignment began earnestly with special homes, the remand home, the special home, the old people's home, a few other special homes in the state. Thereafter, the committee had gone up to 5 local government areas already, and there's a community-based approach model that we're using in that committee, where you have a representative of the traditional institution, religious leader, the CDC, the woman leader, the youth leader in that particular ward. And so the distribution has been going on very well. But again, you know that it's not possible to reach all the target group at the same time. So people those who have not been reached now, our appeal to them is that they should be patient. It's not a one session that we're doing.
Okay, I do understand that. How many people do you hope to reach, and how many have you reached so far? Very briefly, because we don't have much time.
Well, Rivers State is about 7 million people, and you can imagine the population that we're catering for in this season. Okay. So we're taking it bit by bit, and then we're sure that very soon a good number of the vulnerable population will be reached.
Okay, now let's talk about that run-in that you had, your state governor, Nyesom Wike, with the federal government on the issue of the arrest and, detention of the private helicopter company that led to some, people asking, is it that the governor does not have an understanding of what really is on the exclusive list, that has reflected in what was done with this private helicopter company?
Well, the governor had made it abundantly clear. I'd like you to know that the governor is a seasoned legal practitioner and a member of the body of benchers, so he understands the law very well. We're not talking about exclusive. The issue here is that there is an executive order in place in Rivers State now. And that states that if you're going to come into this state now that the borders are locked, there are protocols for you to follow. So if you fly into Rivers State, you need to inform the Rivers State government so that our health personnel and security agencies will know the virus status of individuals. So we're not fighting with exclusive lists. We're not fighting, about people who are flying into the state, but we're saying that at this time, there are necessary protocols that needs to be followed.
Yeah, but it was made clear that these people, actually, these pilots do fall under the category of essential workers.
Yeah, that does not preclude them from not being examined to confirm their coronavirus before they go into the state and meet the populace.
All right, we do get that. Mr. Paulinus Nsirim is a Rivers State Information Commissioner. Thank you so much for joining us.